So I'm going to show you my favorite top 10 improvements across the platform. Number 10 in my list is from ArcGIS Pro. It's a 3D navigation in ArcGIS Pro. So ArcGIS Pro 2.0 has been released in July this year. And now you have an on-screen navigator, which works for both of your 2D and 3D data. And it has redefined the term interactive, as it exposes a lot of camera navigation commands in single controller. So this allows you to better use control whether you are navigating above ground or under the ground. Number 9 in my item list is also from ArcGIS Pro, and it's the 3D editing. A lot of users were asking for this capability. So in terms of 3D editing and modeling, ArcGIS Pro 2.0 offers true editing workflows, and it now supports snap to scene layer as you are editing to your multi-patch data. You can also apply procedural rules on your 3D objects and the data formats such as OBJ and DAE formats. Number 8 is the animation in 3D, and it's also in ArcGIS Pro 2.0. You can overlay your images and text as you can create your videos on screen captures. And you can also use the geodesic paths is now supported for a more realistic representation. So this is my number 8 item. Next, to move on a different product. So those are some of the significant improvements in ArcGIS Pro. There are a lot of other improvements, but this is what I have chosen as this is my favorite. So just move on to the City Engine side. City Engine 2017 was released in July, and there are many new enhancements as requested by the user. So developers, they really worked hard and they improved the product. So the first one is the 3D measure is on top of my list, and it is now available in this release. The next one is the context query is another item to this list, and this capability enables the user to assign a behavior on the object. So for an example, as you can, the tree, it's making it aware to its surroundings. So as I move the tree around to the fence, it automatically adjusts its size to based on the object surroundings it. Finally, we have scenarios. This capability allows comparison between designs and interactive linkings of dashboards within your scene. So as you edit an object in a scene, the linked dashboard benchmarks and the values will be updated dynamically. To move on to my 6th number item is from ArcGIS Online. So ArcGIS Online recently has been released in September, and clustering is the number 6 item. If you have a map with a layer of larger amounts of data points, you can configure clustering and make it easier for display and explore your data. When you enable clustering, features are grouped into a single symbol when they fall within a certain distance of one another. So clustering is applied dynamically at multiple scale so that you can zoom out. More points are aggregated into fewer groups, while zooming in creates more cluster groups. So, and also you can click on a particular cluster to visualize and understand how much data, how much points are within that cluster. For this example, I have 19 features within that cluster. Number 5 items is also from ArcGIS Online, but this is something to do with 3D smart mapping. You can style your point clouds directly in Scene Viewer using smart mapping technology. You can visualize your layer using elevation, intensity class codes, or true color based off your point cloud attributes. This is really interesting. Some updates from ArcGIS Enterprise 10.5.1 is my number 4 item here. With ArcGIS 10.5.1, ArcGIS Enterprise Builder is included to take care of the setting of the base deployment of a single machine for you. Sometimes we want to install the ArcGIS Enterprise or ArcGIS server and portal, need to configure the web adapter, and we need to do that individually. Starting from 10.5.1, with the help of this particular feature, you can just use one particular interface to configure ArcGIS Enterprise-based deployment easily. Deploying to Amazon Web Services and Azure is very straightforward now. You can use the template image and Cloud Builder apps to walk you through the process, including deploying to multiple machines. For the developers, and I like also this tool, Chef is a popular tool for automating the deployment in infrastructure, be it on the cloud or in on-premises, be it on the Linux environment or in the Windows, be it on 3 machines or 300 machines. Esri have provided Chef workbook for deploying ArcGIS Enterprise to launch base deployment, and you can tailor this for your own environment. ArcGIS Enterprise administrators, they will be loving these new features called RGS Enterprise Monitor. We're introducing a new extension called RGS Monitor, which allows you to monitor the health and the performance of your system as a standard component, and I'm sure that ArcGIS admin people and the GIS managers will be loving this. For example, like medical doctors have many tools to monitor the patient's health, diagnose problems, and help determining how they're going to treat the illness. Now IT administrators and GIS managers, with the help of this tool, they can perform certain activities on their ArcGIS implementations. In addition, it also provides the business owners and the senior managers insights into how their stakeholders and their users are adopting the technology and the system. Number 2 in my item list is the OGC Standard that supports, has approved the new 3D standard for content strategy. This has been shared by Thomas in the morning. So this standard is focused on high performance visualization and spatial analysis in a service or disconnected environment. The standard is referred to as OGC Index 3D Scene Layer, I3S, and the Scene Layer Package Format Specification. And this one I was also excited in the morning as well, the ArcGIS Earth with the release of 1.6. There are a lot of new features has been included with this product, and it's a free, you can go ahead and download and explore its opportunities and the possibilities that how you can take advantage of this particular tool in your environment. So some of the new features such as support for the 3D models, support for the local raster data. It also supports ArcGIS Earth Automation API, and now it can also geocode against ArcGIS Online, taking advantage of the service. So these are my favorite top 10 improvements. Now just a little bit about the road ahead for ArcGIS. The road ahead for ArcGIS is rich. Esri is going to continue implementing its update in every 6 months as an incremental software release. So last year it was like 10.5 and ArcGIS Pro 1.4. This year 10.5.1 and Pro 2.0 release. So you can see the pattern here and the trend. So we have a lot of priorities, but we especially want you to know that Esri is in service to you and in terms of what you need and you want. Having said that, thank you and have a great evening.